What's going on, YouTube? It's Seth here, the place to be, chill, Mr. A&E, back with another WWE Clash at the Castle pay-per-view review, and joining me is my partner, not Deion Sanders for Primetime.
It is me, it's the PR, I am me.
We are back for the first WWE show in the UK, stadium show in the UK since 1992. 30 years ago, Bret Hart taking on British Bulldog. That was at SummerSlam 92. That was the last show that they had. So now we are back here again. So, off the back, it's not the entrance setup that I thought it was going to have, but it was still kind of unique because they had above the ring like a whole LED type screen, but it was in the shape of a castle.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had like this little castle walkway. They started like they came from like the middle of the audience, which kind of gave you like a Madison Square Garden feel, even though the runway was way longer than the Madison Square Garden stuff was. Because even when they were going to the back, it looked like they were just going to the back and disappearing in the crowd. I was like, okay, that's kind of I can't lie, it's kind of dope. So this is, I mean, and let me tell you something. When it comes to the fans here, they was on it tonight.
Yeah, UK fans are always this energetic, which I'm surprised why they don't have a UK show that they could have promoted, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding, but
yeah,
they definitely did not promote NXT UK like they should have, because
no, NXT UK got the I can't even say the short end of the stick because they got no stick at all.
Yeah, because the UK is such a unique crowd. And it's like that wasn't really showcased. Yeah, they did a takeover, a few takeovers, yes, but then after COVID happened, NXT UK was just dead, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I wish they could do like a pay-per-view every year in the UK now, because there's no reason why they shouldn't. Just saying.
I mean, I agree with you. Because, like I said, the fans obviously won. I said they're a rowdy bunch. They got about 62,000 in there, and I'm gonna say the place hold about 67 or something like that. So they got about 62,000 in there, and like I said, it was a successful show. We had a pre-show matchup, which I didn't see, but it was Madcap Moss.
Whoa! Tell me who came to save Madcap Moss. I want you to say it. Because why are they coming to say Madcap Moss?
The Street Profits.
I ain't hear you.
The Street Profits.
Okay. Yeah. So why are they saving or tagging with Madcap Moss again?
I don't fucking know, bro.
Who did they go against? I really don't even know who they went against. Who did they go against?
They went up against the Alpha Academy and the return of Austin Theory. He's not Theory anymore. He's Austin Theory.
You mean the feud that they were feuding with Alpha Academy, and then Madcap's feuding with Austin Theory?
They was throwing on here just to get him on. It was really what's the point match. That's all that shit was. I was just like, y'all just on here to be on here, whatever the fuck.
They was. I don't know. I feel like they just had a lot of steam. And they could have been on the show still without, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm being too critical.
No, it's cool. I'm gonna say because I understand how you feel about the Street Profits and what they've been doing recently. So, but the Madcap and the Street Profits, they won the matchup after about 6.5 minutes. So now we get the thing kicked off. The opening match is Damage Control. That is the new stable name. Damage Control with Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky taking on Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss.
And their new theme song.
And I was gonna say, what you say?
And their new theme song.
And I was kind of hoping they come out to Control by Janet Jackson.
Triple H ain't paying for that.
Control.
Now, if it was like a remix of Control.
I did that first of all, I can't speak for a lot of the other Jacksons, but Mike gave you his music for no cause. I'm just saying, maybe Janet would do the same thing.
Maybe.
Right, you will use Control and the rest of the show? Like, you damn right.
She be like, wrestling. All right, now who is this Bayley chick? So it's not going to Bianca? Oh, no, I don't want to do it.
It ain't going to Bianca.
It's not going to Bianca? No? Is it going to Sasha Banks? No? Oh, no, I don't want to do
it. So right now, this matchup is what you expect. They give time for each woman to kind of get their shit in. There was this one time they all did like a triple suplex in the ring, and Bianca goes and does a handspring moonsault to all three of them. We outside spot where Alexa Bliss does a kind of like a cannonball off the apron down to Io Sky, but then Dakota Kai blasts her out of nowhere with a front dropkick to the barricade.
And the story of this match, in my opinion, was that Bayley, not that she's still injured, but she didn't get in the match. She didn't take any. I feel like that was like the story of the match.
Yeah, she really not get involved, but however, when she did get involved, it meant something. Yeah. They also had like a Tower of Doom spot where, because why not? You always win in the ring. They do hit like a good Tower of Doom spot. But here's the thing. So the finish more came like this. I wasn't expecting it, but I understood it. Bianca tags in. She's about to get either I think Dakota or Io into the God, what's the finisher move again?
KOD.
The KOD. But then she gets out of it. Bayley grabs her braid, but she's holding her in the corner, and then she gets the face wash by Dakota Kai, and then Bayley comes in there and gives her the Rose Plant, and then Io comes off the top rope and gives her a moonsault. So she got three finishers back to back to back. Bayley pins her, and then they win the matchup.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a 2K combo. I was like, dang.
Yeah, and like I said, I think at first I was shocked. I was like, but you know what? That sets up.
You were shocked,
huh? No. Here's what I'm saying. First of all, Damage Control needed to win the match because they just fucking lost the title tournament. But what I was saying was, I was surprised that at first I was slightly surprised that Bianca took the pin. I thought it was gonna be like Alexa Bliss taking the pin.
No. How else were they going to build to Bayley and Bianca if Bianca didn't take the pin from Bayley?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So now, and like I said, it was only for a split second. I was like, I get it now, because you want to go back and do the Bianca and Bayley feud, because I'm pretty sure that the match they was going to do, now it ain't going to be an I Quit match, but the match that they probably was planning on doing, whatever the case may be, will probably be at Extreme Rules. Because me personally,
I mean, they can do a I Quit match at Extreme Rules. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I don't want. First of all, I think they'll probably just do something more, because I honestly, Bianca ain't, having Bianca say I quit, unless she threatened to cut her hair, but then then Bayley's not going to lose, because right now I do believe that Bayley's just going to get the Raw Women's Championship.
Maybe.
Like I said, I don't see any woman right now that they're trying to keep Bianca strong for to come back and to challenge for the championship. Unless you want to do a Sasha Banks rematch, but we're so far away from that.
Unless they want to do, I'm not saying it, but you know who I'm talking about.
Who we talking about?
You know who I'm talking about.
Raw, SmackDown?
No, you know what I'm talking about. Unless they want to do blank, and I'm not saying the name, because for some reason every time I say it and I be funny, the name shows up. So I'm gonna just say blank. So.
Oh, okay, well.
Because I don't think she's faced Bianca yet. Or if she have, I forgot.
Oh, she did in NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so.
No, but yeah, I think she'll stay on SmackDown. But whatever the case may be, yeah, Damage Control wins the matchup and pins Bianca. So I was like, so that's what I was set up for Extreme Rules. Do you think? I know it's just kind of early to tell, but does Bianca keep holding the belt, or does Bayley take it at Extreme Rules?
I think we'll have to see, but honestly, I think the way that is looking, I think Bayley can take a loss.
Oh man,
and be okay. Bayley can take a loss and be okay, because I think she's still that heel that can do that. So I personally think that Bianca can still win and look better from it, but we'll have to see on how the things go.
Okay. Now the next up is the match that, oh my god, we was looking forward to. They even showed a little video package of the Intercontinental Championship matchup between Bret and Bulldog 30 years ago, and Bret Hart's in the crowd, so he got a big pop.
Looking grumpy.
Yeah, he said, "I ain't saying it for you motherfuckers," but you know,
this man they flew this man over for this basically one match,
just to wave, you know. Get in the crowd, wave when called to you.
Hey, can we fly you to Wales real quick?
It's the Intercontinental Championship matchup. Gunther taking on Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
So, I believe Sheamus he come out to the ring. He got the brawling roots with him. We got, you know, I'm calling him Pete Dunne and Rich Holland, because Pete Dunne is coming. He already had his gear and everything. And then we hear Ludwig Kaiser introducing him and his partner Giovanni Vinci, also formerly known as Fabian Eichner as Imperium.
Yep.
We get the full Imperium back, thank God.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know this is a very small nitpick.
Okay.
What would have made that moment right there so much better if Walter had his original music?
If they had the original Imperium music?
Yes, because imagine the crowd chanted that 60,000 chant along to that.
I agree.
Oh my god!
Because first of all,
you could build water for years.
After I see if I see Giovanni Vinci, I was getting ahead of myself. I was like this: if they announced his name as Walter and not Gunther anymore, I'd have been like, "Oh my God, it's happening!" But no, he was still Gunther, and he came out today. I don't know if he'll go back to Walter or not. You know, I'm not necessarily sure. But
I did think they kind of did drop the ball, because like, even if it was for one night only, you know, I would have definitely been the.
I love the Imperial song. Now, like, why didn't they have that? And it's just like, you know, it just seeing the three of them back together, because they should have been broke up in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad Giovanni Vinci or Fabian Eichner stayed around long enough to not get fired, so we can have Imperium back as a stable.
Does that name go with Imperium though? You got Ludwig Kaiser, Gunther, and Giovanni Vinci.
Well, I think Fabian Eichner is his real name.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, do you think they'll change it again, or is he just gonna be Giovanni Vinci? Because that name just, for me, doesn't go with those other two.
It doesn't go with Imperium. I don't know if they're gonna change it back to Fabian Eichner, or I think they want to. It's hard, you know. It really is hard. Me personally, I would change, because it sounds like an Italian. Well, he is Italian, right? It's like more of an Italian name. And
yeah, that's so. Wait, my name got to be Jackson?
No.
Exactly.
I mean, fair
it's
enough.
An Italian name.
So this is a good thing, is because they need tag teams, and this puts another tag team on their roster,
and another solid, legitimate tag team as well.
Yes. So not
like Pete Dunne. I mean, not like Pete Dunne and Luke, whatever the guy's name is. They're not a tag team. They just are together. Yeah. This is an actual tag team.
So the good thing is Sheamus and Walter just stare each other in the ring while their teams or stables are fighting each other on the outside, and Pete Dunne does a moonsault to the outside and takes down everybody, and they all go to the back, and now it's time to get these two guys going at it. And boy, did they go at it. This joint was a fight. Walter was the one that was really just chopping the shit out of Sheamus' chest, and since he's so white, you can see the damage is going on all Sheamus stuff. He takes out some steel steps on the outside, slams Sheamus right onto it, and like he's like beating Sheamus' ass in the beginning, but then Sheamus mounts to come back and hits the 10 clubs to the chest on the Walter on the outside, breaks it back in, and he goes. It's like a white noise on him, near fall, and when I say near falls, I'm talking about these guys was hitting like near falls. Walter tries to hit a power bomb on Sheamus. His power bomb. That's the only criticism I got in this matchup. His power bombs are not looking good. It's like he was over rotating. And Sheamus was kind of like falling on his ass a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you kind of over rotate a little bit. You kind of got to get the things together. But other than that, I had, like they say, no problem with that. There's a Celtic cross that Sheamus hit from the corner that was a 2.99. I thought he was going to have it right there. But Walter still comes back, still hits with the chops. The finish comes where he's trying to keep Sheamus down. Sheamus is looking like, I'm not going to give up. And he just gives him like a strong running low discus lariat. It takes Sheamus' head off. It pins him. And Walter retains his Intercontinental Championship in an excellent matchup.
Yep. Now, I've been loving Walter's going through his presentation. I think if anybody can beat Honky Tonk Man's record, it could be him. But
if Honky Tonk Man don't want to, or you said if he could beat Honky Tonk's record, like holding the belt the longest,
yeah,
you probably should beat the shit out of Honky Tonk Man. To be honest with you.
Anyway,
yeah.
The only thing about Gunther / Walter is, I personally I liked him when he was bigger. I know like Vince McMahon told him to lose weight and all that, and I'm glad he's healthy. But I just like him. I just like him when he's just being him. I'm pretty sure now he likes being smaller and all that. But I don't know, for some reason it's just like, dang, he's getting almost too small to where he's like
he's getting like too in shape.
He's getting too in shape to where it's like, is it okay? I would like it if he's in shape and if he starts bulking up and just getting more built. But he's getting skinny, not like he's not bulking up. He's just getting skinny, which is good for him. I'm not taking that away. I'm just saying, like, imagine if he was like bulkier or bigger, like he used to be. Them chops will hurt worse, It just gives a different effect. That's all.
Yeah. No, I trust you. I completely understand where you're coming from. Cause I did like Little Husky Walter. It's like Big Luther, Little Luther.
Yeah.
So then we get a tribute to, I forgot what this man's name is. There's a legend. There was a flamboyant wrestler back in the day. He was in the audience. They gave a tribute to him. Forgive me for not writing this man's name down. I wasn't too familiar with the UK legends. Then we get to a singles match for the for SmackDown Women's Championship. Liv Morgan taking on Shayna Baszler. In my mind,
and it was at this moment Prime fell asleep.
Yeah, and I don't blame you, because at right now this is the point where I was just like, I don't know if I like this, because and I understand maybe they want to build Shayna back up as a killer, and she has to suffer a loss to do that, but there's no way Liv should be hanging with Shayna. And she was doing it the whole matchup, like she was sitting there beating that arm. Huh?
I'm agreeing.
Shayna was on her arm, damn near ripped the arm out, trying to do the stomps on arm and everything. Liv sitting there screaming like a little bitch, and then all of a sudden she starts about to come back a little bit, and she tries to put an arm bar on herself and things like that. I was just like, "What? Come on, what the hell?" And then she's like, "Quit like you usually do." I'm just like, Shayna, get rid of this, like, end this. But no, Liv hits a cold breaker on Shayna, which bounces her to the ropes, and then she runs over and gives her that whatever Liv Morgan's finishing move is when she kind of sits in the middle rope and like drops you down on your head and stuff. I forgot what her finishing move was called.
Oblivion.
The Oblivion, yeah. She gives Shayna basically the Oblivion and wins clean. Pins Shayna and wins clean.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
I said no. I said I was like, they're really about to do this underdog storyline right now. I'm just like, now people, I was saying that maybe she'll get another shot at Extreme Rules. I'm like, she probably will, and you probably want to call the story like, hey, Well, Ronda said you used to be a killer. Let me try to help you find your killer instinct again. But still, it's just seeing what happened. I was just like,
see, it's like my thing is, I don't care if Liv Morgan is fighting other people. That's fine. If she finds a way to beat, whoever. We talk about Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, legit MMA superstar heavyweight champions and like legit MMA athletes. That's a difference,
Yeah.
Especially Ronda Rousey. She should not be hanging with Ronda Rousey in any way, shape, or form. That's like if they put in Asuka with Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan should not be hanging with Asuka, but some way, shape, or form she could. That's like you put like somebody like Carmella or Alexa Bliss in there for Liv Morgan if you want to do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So I don't know if this Shayna thing is over or if they're going with another person, but
Well, Ronda, she's back from in-ring competition, so it may be a triple threat at Extreme Rules. It may be Shayna gets another shot at Extreme Rules. It may even be Shayna versus Ronda, and whoever wins gets its opportunity. I don't necessarily don't know, but right now, because there's not too many stepping up challenges on SmackDown at the moment, but I'm just like I'm kind of over the Liv Morgan story. To be honest with you, so
yeah.
Next match, it's a tag team match. Edge and Rey Mysterio taking on Judgment Day.
And I was still asleep.
Okay, now this one actually was kind of entertaining because I'm
gonna be honest with you, it could be entertaining all day. I was like, I bring on the heel turn, and I'm whatever.
Well,
that's just my train of thought. I probably will have to go back and rewatch it, obviously, but it's just the way that this has been. It's like it's been obviously leading up to a Dom turn, and it's just like that's it. Like I don't care about Edge getting back at the Judgment Day. Rey Mysterio should not even it's just stuff that it's been going on for a while to where they never pulled a trigger. So I'm just kind of like over it.
See, I feel the same way about that. Also, I did like the turn. I like the way they did it, and so with the tag team match, Edge just sucking in everything because if he is really retiring next year, like he said he was going to do, I think he wants to take all this, suck all this stuff up. So the match was fine. Edge and Mysterio are doing, was working their old tag team stuff from back in the day.
Did they do their powerbomb senton move?
No, they didn't because he was too busy focused on trying to do a fucking 619, which pissed me off. I was just like, everybody got a laugh out of it, and so did he. I was like, no, this ain't funny. Don't do that. Don't seriously, do not do that. So
you don't remember Edge doing the 619 in 2002?
No, we not doing that. So Rhea is getting tired of Dominic just being on the outside. She goes and clobbers the hell out of Dominic. Like it hits him. So Rey Mysterio and Finn Balor in the ring, they're doing some exchanges, and then Rey's trying to hit the 619, but then they get out of it. Then he looks on the outside. Rhea has picked up Dominic like in a world strongest stand position. He dives outside the ropes and knocks both of them down. So now Rhea's taking out the equation like that. That's their way of Rey Mysterio being able to hit Rhea Ripley. And then
yeah, I'm gonna hit my son first.
Exactly. Balor tries to go for the shotgun dropkick, but he gets tripped up by Dominic, who trips him up, and then Rey gives him a 619. He goes from a 619 right to an edge spear, and that's how the match is. And so the faces win the matchup. After the match,
now I know what happens after the match. Which doesn't that hurt the end of the match?
I wouldn't say so, because after the match they start celebrating, but Dom was just like, so y'all gonna celebrate? Like, I helped y'all out in a way. And then Edge comes over and was like, man, come on, join us, Dom. And then Dom launches and he kicks Edge in the balls the way Edge sold it. was just like he looked at him like, huh, and then looked back at the man and then like passed down. I was just like, the way he sold it was great. I mean, Dom kicked him so hard his shoe flew off.
Yeah, his shoe. I seen the shoe come off.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, how you kick somebody the balls for your shoe to fly off? And then
nah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm petty at stuff like this. And you know me. So what do you think my one takeaway from this heel turn was?
I would say them shoes.
No. I was like, you can't turn heel in no bright yellow shirt, man. What
you can't? Oh, what? Astro was bright. He did take it off when he walked to the back.
Yeah, he probably passed by somebody in the production team that was like, take off your shirt. Cause I'm just saying, if you go back to a video package, Dom turns on his dad, bright yellow shirt. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm just petty like that. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, but still, it's like you got on this bright yellow Team Mysterio shirt, and it's like, you could have wore something solid or something, you know.
I said, I do agree with you 100% on that one, but the way Edge sold it, I know it was great. And then he stiffed the shot his dad. He closed eyes him, and I'm pretty sure his dad was like, "Yo, lay that shit into me," and he did. And I'm just like, now that has been the most Dom has ever looked like a superstar on this main roster. Can he handle being a heel? I don't know. I really don't know. We gotta get that first promo.
You need to cut that shag first.
Yeah. Oh God, it's so stupid looking. But he also got to just, you know, when people turn heel or face, they got to have that promo. And I'm just like, I don't know if Dom could be able to carry and hold that promo, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But another weird part is Dom didn't join Judgment Day. Dom just turned heel. So that's the thing to keep an eye on, too.
Mm-hmm. So after that, we go to the next matchup, which is Seth freaking Rollins taking on Matt Riddle. He's back to being Matt Riddle.
He's hot. He's spicy.
Oh, here we go with the curry, man.
Great. It's Curry Man.
That's exactly what it was, Joe.
He looked like a mix between Curry Man and Rocket Man.
Yes, because some other people were saying, you know, the Little John comparison. Not Little John, damn. The Elton John comparisons. The Elton John comparisons. So they had
Rocket Man, snap your fingers. Rocket Man, I'm still standing. Yeah. All right, nah.
Oh wow, you win on that one. They had a good matchup. They didn't do no collar and elbow tie. I still think Sheamus and Walter was a better match than this one was. But
somebody said it was Elton John versus Patrick from SpongeBob.
I can definitely see that.
Yes.
So it's like a lot of things going on. Seth Rollins tries to go for the suplex Falcon Arrow, but then Riddle reverses it to a T-bone suplex. I thought that was good. He has the pro dirt on the outside. But Seth Rollins is wearing Riddle down. He goes and hits him. He hits him with a pedigree. Riddle just gets the shoulder up, and I'm like, this is like 2.999 that Riddle is doing this. And I'm like, he's showing all that energy. He keeps on fighting. So Seth is getting kind of frustrated, and he goes and hits him with the stomp, and he's just like, he doesn't capitalize on it. He says, "Hold on, I ain't done yet." Goes to the middle rope and gives him like a super stomp.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pins him, and then he wins the matchup. Like I said, I know it wasn't a detailed breakdown, but he did that, and Riddle looked like he was a little upset. But I think that they are going to run this back at Extreme Rules.
I think they're going to run it back, but to be honest with you, I think Seth sweeps him.
I was kind of hoping like we get like the fight pit. Because, you know, Riddle and Thatcher was good in the fight pit. So, why not get the.
Even if they do a fight pit, I still think Seth sweeps them.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I know, like, people want to see this feud. I want to see it too, but, like, Seth has not won a pay-per-view match this year. And I would say this whole year, he's won maybe about 5 to 10% of his matches the whole year. So he does not have a good winning percentage this year. He's putting on good matches, but still does not have a good winning percentage this year.
That's right. I don't know if he will sweep Matt Riddle, but I mean, it's curious to see. Cause I know that they actually got like legit beef with each other.
I think they used to. Now I don't know.
I know they used to. Now they probably made up like, okay, look, I can be professional with you and work and do my job, but however, we're not going to do like hang out after the wrestling, go get drinks, something like that. We ain't that kind of friendship.
They was on Up Up Down Down together. So
okay, well, I could be.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the only reason why I thought it was over, because him and Becky was there playing games with Riddle, and they were like all buddy, and like they even played each other in the finals. So that's all I was saying. Like it got to be like either water under the bridge or a misunderstanding or something.
It has to be. But Seth Rollins picks up the win here over. This thing is not going to be done. Main event time for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
I'm glad Roman did what he do, because I seen this ramp and I said, "Oh my God, this man's interest is about to be long." But he came out quickly, so I appreciate it.
Yes, I mean, look, I don't mind it either. But what I like, one thing I like about this main event is, so they did like a video package for Drew McIntyre, building him up from when he first came as the Chosen One, all the way until now, and him doing voiceover work and everything like that, and the whole thing, real package is being played by Drew's old song, was it Broken Dreams?
Mm-hmm.
That's the closest we gonna get to him having that song. So he has that song, but there's like, he comes back out. He comes out to the regular old Drew McIntyre song.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we get Roman. And match is on the way. So, this matchup, I was cooking, cleaning up stuff, and watching this match at the same time. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm not going to give y'all a detailed play-by-play thing of this match. This match was 30 minutes long. But they were teasing a Claymore kick. And then what happened was, Drew's going for the Claymore kick. Like I said, I skipped through most of the match. And
now, there was a lot of times Drew went for the Claymore kick because like the crowd was like hanging on to everything Drew was doing. So when I say Drew was counting down, everybody was counting 3, 2, 1 Claymore. Then it would get blocked every time, and then when he finally hit it, they would get excited. He at one point hit a spear. Everybody went crazy. Everybody thought he was going to win. He hit a spear and a Claymore kick like back to back. I was like, ooh, okay, but no, he didn't win it obviously. But what do you have?
No, I was just saying that I was going to go to some points in the matchup, obviously, where he went for the Claymore kick, but then Roman hits a Superman punch. He kicks out. He starts arguing with referee Charles. I think it was Charles Robinson. I'm not sure, but yeah, and then.
Oh right, okay. Right.
But then Drew hits a Claymore kick to the back of Roman's head, which he falls to the referee, which knocks the referee out.
And then we hear A-Town down.
A-Town down. So Austin Theory's coming down, and he's about to cash in. He's about to cash in there.
Which I will say, this is better of a cash-in attempt than the last one, because the last one he came out and Brock Lesnar's looking you right in your face, and you about to cash in. How stupid are you?
That is very stupid. But this one, they were both down.
At least both of them are knocked down. This man trying to cash in, Brock looking him in the face like, what did you doing? So, yeah, this is a better cash-in attempt.
Yeah, I said, no, man, this is
But he goes to do it, and Tyson Fury out of nowhere
lays his ass out.
He went down stiff too. So
he went down. I was like, "Ooh, boy, he's doing it right." That was a false theory at that time. And then Roman tries to take down McIntyre, and like he put him in a tree of woe, and he's gonna tie Roman. But then Drew does a sit up and takes Roman down, and then does kick up. Now everybody is on their feet. 60,000 people are screaming. This is what Drew was looking for at WrestleMania against Brock. He does the countdown, and then but no, Roman rolls out the way. He's like, "Nah, I ain't doing this." So then Drew gets him back in there, and excuse me. Oh, this is just killing me. Drew gets him back into the ring, and then we do some more fighting here, and Drew was hit with 2 spears in this matchup. And still kicked out. They're doing everything they can to. I was like, y'all building this man up like perfectly to the point where there's no way Drew McIntyre can lose this matchup. So when we are finally in the corner, and then he goes and hits the Claymore kick on Roman Reigns. Roman is out. He goes for the cover, 1, 2, and then the ref gets pulled down. I'm like, yo, I really bought into that was the finish. And then there's some guy in the hoodie, and we're looking like, who in the hoodie? It's Solo Sikoa. For those who don't watch NXT, that's Jimmy and Jay's non-twin brother. Cool.
Yes. I think that was a weird explanation. Their non-twin brother. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying because it's like their brothers are like Jack and Edge. Like they're the twins, but then the other two aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can still see the family resemblance on that one. He comes in there and he takes the hoodie off. It's like it's Solo Sikoa that helps out Roman Reigns, and it's just like what the fuck? Then Roman Reigns goes, hits another spear on Drew McIntyre, and wins the matchup. And you saw people's reaction in the crowd. They were disappointed, and I think it took a lot of people to warm up to realize who Solo Sikoa is because they don't watch probably NXT.
Yeah. So
he wins, and the crowd was like deflated. And I was
another nitpick. Obviously, Solo Sikoa looks like the Usos, but I think if he would have took his jacket or something off and had all the tribal tattoos, people would have been like, "Oh, I'm assuming this is his cousin or something." Because if you see this random guy with blonde hair, you're just like, "What?" Even if you don't watch NXT, but if you don't watch NXT and he has his shirt off and you see all the tribal tattoos, obviously you're going to see the resemblance of him and Roman because of the tribal tattoos.
Yeah.
So I think he should have maybe had on a regular shirt or just took his shirt off or took the hoodie off to show that, yes, I am a part of it. And then with him being in the bloodline, he might have to dye his hair back black or red.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking that.
Yeah. It just goes. Just do it. It goes.
Yeah. So, if they ended the show go ahead.
One more thing. Is he going to still be Solo Sikoa, or are they going to try to change his name to Jerry Uso or something? Jay. Uso.
I doubt they do that, but I think. What was I gonna say?
Because so you gonna say, "Oh, this is my brother," but yet my brother has a different name.
Maybe they will change it. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But that's what's gonna keep you hooked on the SmackDown. And like I said, if they ended this way, that'd be fine. But no, we still on the air. And then Tyson Fury.
I was like, did they just think it was off the air? What's going on here?
Yeah, we were still on the air, and Tyson Fury comes in, and then Tyson Fury is having karaoke night with Drew McIntyre.
And
he said
we just made this man look like a monster and a dominant person, and he's out here singing about American Pie.
American Pie doing harm, and then Drew tries to get him and everybody into Sweet Caroline song. I'm just like,
Yeah, you know Sweet Caroline? Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all do this every fucking time. I'm like, y'all just Lex Luger this man.
It's like, if you're going to do it off the air for
off
the crowd.
The air. Like, you know, like,
yes.
let that be a personal moment between, you know, of him and with it,
it's like, I know they wanted to acknowledge him for, you know, having a hard fought match. All you gotta do was hold his arm up and have everybody cheer for him, and he do the thank you. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
All right. I don't know, man. It's just like, you know, it's like I have to wait to see what's going on. But y'all treated Drew McIntyre like a complete loser.
Yeah.
A complete loser.
Now, I have a question, right?
Sure.
You say they treated him like a loser, right?
Yes, they lugered him.
No, but I'm saying, what if the thing was for Drew to just go and talk from the heart, and Tyson Fury said, "Oh, I'm gonna sing." Is that on Tyson Fury or is that on Drew McIntyre?
For singing?
Yes. Because I'm saying, what if they just wanted him to just talk from the heart? Like, what if they just wanted him to say, "Thank you, I appreciate you," or whatever? Or then Tyson Fury got up there, supposed to say, what if Tyson Fury was just supposed to say, like, "I'm proud of you" or something? But Tyson Fury was like, "Nah, I'm going to sing a song." Like, what if it's his fault and not the production team telling him to sing?
You are
I'm just asking the question. I mean, I just can't imagine Triple H like, "Yeah, I want you to go up there and want you to sing a song that everybody knows."
But you know what? It'd be funny if they thought they was off the air. But
no, because Drew said, "Yo, we still on the air."
Which all this was stupid. Like, I'm like, it was really, you know, like when you go to a restaurant and you have a whole pile of tip, and like everything doing good, and then it's like as soon as they mess up, you just start pulling money away. Like, yo, if you don't turn away now, and start doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna be out of money. And that's how I felt about the show. I was like, I gave it like an A+. And every time I was seeing this ending, I was just like, I'm feeling less and less about this. I'll be honest with you.
And you know, it made it weird because the way that it was happening, I'm like, there's no way they can end this without somebody coming out. This is going on too long. And then I'm like, oh, it's still going? And I'm like, it's still going. Nobody came out yet? Okay. They must be thinking they off air. Then that's when Drew said, "We're still on the air." So I'm like, nobody's coming out and nobody came out. I'm like, all right.
At all.
Yeah,
no.
so
Nobody to break it up. Nobody do nothing. I was just like, this is just like, you just lost the that's everybody was comparing, like, which one was worse, him or Lex Luger telling them to count out Yokozuna, all the balloons is falling down. He even win nothing. They're losers. So that kind of soured me a little bit on the end. But however, did not change my opinion.
Lex Luger got the hold of the
Say what?
At least Lex Luger got the hold of the belt when he was fake celebrating.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh my God, the one part I didn't miss in the matchup is during the match, Drew gets a water bottle tossed at him, and he looks to the outside. It's Karrion Kross and Scarlett in the audience, and then they start having like a little stare down, and then they start mouthing off to each other until they get Karrion Kross and Scarlett out of there. So it looks like that's going to probably be the Extreme Rules match of Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross.
They need to have a karaoke match, apparently.
Oh God, we can't do this. But I still have a thumbs up for the show. How about you?
Yep, I still give it a thumbs up. It was cool from the parts that I seen and remember.
Yes, I understand that. So, guys, post your comments down below how you guys feel about Clash of the Castle. Also, make sure you hit that like button. And stay tuned for more WWE content right here on NC Studios, along with Raw, Smackdown, stuff like that, and Midweek Wrestling Review, and all that great stuff. So once again, it's NC, a place to be church, I'm saying, the not downstairs at prime time.
All right, y'all.
All right, Nerd Coalition is out.